Paul Cooke, a win this evening over Halifax. Your assessment on your team's performance, first of all?
Yeah, we just spoke as a staff in there, myself, Ian and Jed, and I think our blip was last week, not Wembley. I thought we turned up at Wembley. The hangover from there meant it was a big blip last week and we was much better, much more the Featherstone Rovers that we all want to be associated with in this game. I thought we played tough, we played strong, barring a couple of errors which led to tries for them. I thought we was defensively sound, so much improved performance and a much more Featherstone Rovers performance that we're all proud of.
Were you pleased with the resilience of the team, especially come the second half when Jack Hansen scores under the post, the way that the boys rolled the sleeves up and cracked on?
Yeah, well, they went against everything again at half time about not dipping our toe in, and then we get the ball back and we don't get to dummy half. It's pretty amateur, isn't it? That and we said that up there in the box, and barring that error at the beginning of the half with 1 minute, I thought for the next 39 minutes was very good. We scored points where we thought we'd score points with plays that we said we'd play. So what the players practiced and what they put into Ian's and Jed's previews was exactly what we said we would do. So a much more happy and happy camp for us, a much happier staff and a much happier Featherstone Rovers team, and I'm sure the supporters went home a little bit more proud than what there was last weekend.
Our tries were scored on the edges from the wingers, the three quarters, but a special mention for Jimmy Beckett in the middle of the field, close to 80 minutes and a man of the match performance.
Yeah, we left Jimmy out there. He said he was okay. We changed King and Gadwin earlier, 13 minutes. I thought Gadwin's stint was better, much more like the Gadwin we want to see. I thought Nath Wild and Pat Moran was very good off the bench, and the starters in Addy and King was very good. We left Beckett out there and he played a lot of minutes. So, he probably still could have carried on when we made the change for him and in the second half. So, big mention to Jimmy and a special mention to Brad on 100 as well, who gets over with a play that we practiced this week. So well done to Brad.
Good stuff. And since Wembley, listen, you were frustrated last week after the game. We got the 2 points. We've got the 2 points again this evening. That's got to be a springboard now, isn't it, to kick on?
Yeah, we got a big weekend off. The boys deserve the weekend off, so they're going to get some time off to spend with their families, and then we're going to come back in Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. And it's a really big performance going to York. We're in good form, so there's no rest, is there? There's no rest for us in terms of games that are coming thick and fast, but we're in a much better spot this week than we was last Sunday. As I said after last Sunday's game, we couldn't wait for the game to come round. It couldn't come quick enough for us because it was such an abject performance last week and one which we don't accept. So I'm really proud of the players. The whole squad, because it's a massive effort from everybody to turn around inside 5 days, having the disappointment of such a bad performance last week and to turn in a performance against a very good Halifax team. I thought that was fantastic from us.
How do you approach York? Obviously, we only played them a couple of weeks ago. You'll be able to take a lot from that, I would presume.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure any team will take much from Wembley. The conditions dictated that. Nobody got the ball to the edge very often. There was no try scored, so there was nothing to look at in terms of opportunities where you can get the team from the performances we both had, because defensively we were both sound. So the Bradford performance was a good one. I watched that over the week, yesterday and today. So yeah, we've got a head start on them in terms of looking at their games. They play Widnes on Sunday, so we've got a longer turnaround than them in terms of we've got a couple of extra days. So we look to go there, and they're probably the form team in the competition. So having beaten us at Wembley, we go there and hope that we can put in a good performance and get one over on them.